Hello, all you beautiful beings. Guess who has two thumbs and is going back to grad school this fall? This girl. Well, when I say going back, I'm going back to my alma mater to, I enrolled into their sociology program to hopefully, start their graduate program in the coming years. Which means that as of late August, I will not be making regular video updates anymore. That's still a few months off, so I will make video updates as I go along. Pretty sporadically. I've been very busy. I'm sorry, I haven't been able to plan any of the videos that I've wanted to make. I've been so busy, so tired, just running around, planning appointments, trying to find ways of making money, applying for jobs near campus, because I'm hopefully going to move to an off-campus apartment in the coming months. I figured going to live out there would be more convenient because I have a couple early morning classes. All that. I do feel sad though, because it's gonna mean moving away from at least Loki, because I did tell my mom that I'd be willing to take Skylar with me if I could get an apartment that allowed dogs, and Skylar's older and she does still make quite a bit of noise, but I'm sure I could get her acclimated. But anyway, I wanted to kind of make a more low-key video, so I actually decided to visit our good old friend Magog of Morskar. Oh yeah. In revisiting this guy's channel, it turns out that he's actually a lot worse than I thought he was. His videos have quite a bit of transphobia, homophobia, and racist undertones. Some outright dog whistles too. Of course, he's the type of person who will look for random reasons to misgender trans people and make fun of gay people and poke fun at people of color, because actually being called a racist or a transphobe or a homophobe will totally make him cry, and that's the worst thing ever. Yeah, he's one of those types. So, because dealing with those types of people makes me very angry, I'm not going to address one of those videos. But I did want to cover a topic, a science topic that he was fractally wrong about, again. And I found one. It's still related to gender. So, here we go.
Greetings, Magogonites, and welcome. I know it's been a while. I had to take a bit of time for my magical studies, but I would never deprive my beloved Magogonites for too long. So I'm back, baby!
Don't you dare steal a quality catchphrase from a likable character ever again.
And I've returned to college humor. Oh, again? But why? Come on!
FYI, Megatron, nobody's making you watch college humor, just like nobody makes you watch BuzzFeed videos. You just like crying about these things. It's just, that's healthy.
You make me laugh, Adam, which is weird because you're not really my type. I usually go for alpha males.
That's not weird at all, because in humans, the very idea of the alpha male makes absolutely no sense. What do you think an alpha male is?
Holy gods. Is the person who did that to your hair still at large?
No comment.
A confident, assertive leader who knows what he wants and always gets his way. You know, somebody who says things like, get swole and muscle milk and hi, I'm Vin Diesel.
We've already established that college humor is without humor, so it should just be called college. And we all know that college is cancer.
Yes, that's right, dear. Everything is cancer. Also, take that, learning.
Oh, so like this guy. What up, freaks? Name's Alpha Adam. I'm confident, straight up banging, and if you think women don't love me, I'm gonna debunk the F out of that myth.
My God. Adam turned into Rouge V.
Attraction to alphas is genetic, comes from nature. I'm like the alpha wolf, the leader of the pack.
So this Adam person has decided to argue against the existence of alpha males in humans by arguing against the stereotype of an alpha male.
I take it Magpie here has never heard of the pickup artist community.
Hey, moron! Not all alpha males are the bro. You know, the type that likes to hit the gym and just try to get laid and play pranks on their frat brothers and have no semblance of a brain. We rational people know that there are certain qualities in certain men that both men and women gravitate towards. Charisma, strength, intelligence, wealth.
Okay, stop. Stop. You think you're rational. Okay. I'm gonna say this once to all you pathetic shitlords I've made responses to, and all your little acolytes. You all need to stop saying that you're rational and actually start acting like it. Okay? Okay. Proceed.
Hell yeah, I'm bleeding. Well, all of that is wrong, because alpha wolves don't exist. In fact, the term alpha wolf was disavowed by the very scientist who popularized it. The story starts in 1977. While doing research in a national park, a wildlife biologist named L. David Meach seemed to observe that one wolf emerged as the dominant male.
So, we're talking about humans, not wolves. The term alpha male may have started there, but it's become a general term in common parlance. It's all about dominance hierarchies. It's about the competitive nature of social spheres, the competition over resources and mating opportunities. Or are you going to sit there and tell me that wolves aren't competitive and therefore humans aren't?
He's kind of talking about one of the first originators of the theory of the alpha male. So maybe you, maggot, could just be quiet and listen. I mean, I know that's a foreign concept to you, but just shh, quiet and listen.
And you're also still not funny.
Says the guy who made me laugh once, unintentionally.
He wrote a book on the idea, and it became a media sensation.
Alpha wolves are real, and I love them, and I bet humans are like this too. Ow, ow, ow!
But 20 years later, Meach tried to replicate his research in the wild. And when he did, he realized he had made a terrible mistake.
Those aren't dominant wolves. Those are mommies and daddies. Wolves don't have an alpha hierarchy at all. They're just parents.
Once again, I don't give a shit about wolves.
You don't care about wolves? Well, screw you.
The term alpha male has taken on a life of its own. I wonder why that is. You know what? Don't answer that guy with cum in his hair. I'll answer it for you. It's about describing certain dominating and competitive traits within certain males in your society. It isn't that fucking hard. No one gives a shit about wolves. Move on!
Oh my god, all these guys are like that little pain in the ass in the back of the classroom who can't shut up, who thinks they know everything and won't let the teacher teach. Just, oh my god, will you just be quiet and stop pretending you know everything there is to know about everything? It's frustrating. I can't even. I would have better luck trying to talk Loki out of pulling the stuffing out of his toys.
So alpha wolves are just parents. Huh. I guess my therapist was right. I really do have daddy issues.
Oh, gods, this is stupid.
Then why the hell are you watching it? Go outside, get some fresh air. You're still giving all us freaks a bad name.
Nah. Maybe there's no alpha wolves, but I know crap too. Alpha males are found in chimps, our closest genetic relatives.
Weird. You are more aggressive than me, but also wronger. First of all, chimps aren't our closest genetic relatives. Bonobos are, and bonobos live in a matriarchal society.
Well, this is where Adam's idiot fucking logic falls apart and reveals his true nature. He's pushing a social-political agenda, and I have proof of this that I will put in the description below. You see, according to studies, chimps and bonobos both share the same percentage of genetic difference to humans, about 98.7%. What does that mean? It means chimps and bonobos are your closest distant genetic relative. Therefore, by omitting chimps and only using bonobos to push some matriarchy political bullshit, Adam is lying. It's a lie by omission, but a lie is a lie, and therefore Adam is a lying sack of garbage. And he's still not funny!
My cock's bigger than your cock. My cock's double the size that yours is.
Oh, no, Maggie. I'm so sorry. I know this gave you a lot of pleasure. I can tell by that little smug smirk on your face that you think you made some great point here, but no, you really didn't. Your own source didn't even prove you right in any way. Sorry. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Okay, the only part of this article that he sources, it's the only article that he does source that comes close to being about the social interactions between bonobos and chimps is this part that I'm going to read right now. While the function of the small differences in DNA in the three lineages today is not yet known, the Max Planck team sees clues that some may be involved in parts of the genome that regulate immune responses, tumor suppression genes, and perceptions of social cues. The common chimpanzee, for example, shows selection for a version of a gene that may be involved in fighting retroviruses such as HIV, a genetic variant that not found in humans or bonobos, which may explain why chimps get a milder strain of HIV, called simian immunodeficiency virus, than humans do. Another difference is that bonobos and humans, but not chimps, have a version of a protein found in urine that may have similar function in apes as it does in mice, which detect differences in scent to pick up social cues. So that may have some effect on differences in social cues, which may impact differences in social hierarchies. But other than that, how is that connected to whether or not alphas exist in humans compared to bonobos or chimps? It really seems like you just kind of added this in just to like get some ponage points. Why? Why? Oh, Maggie.
Excuse me, you're in my way. You basic.
Okay, whatever. Those bonobo broads don't mean nothing. In chimps, the alpha male is the most dominant, most aggressive bro. And that means he has first access to food, resources, and of course, mates.
And he sticks with the chimps argument. Are we ever going to get around to talking about what alpha male means to humans in common parlance? Or are we going to continue with this fascinating, humorless journey into Animal Planet documentaries?
The trouble is that alpha male only really means anything to people like you. The type of men who really need a beating from very large women on roller skates.
Hell yeah, baby. All right. Not exactly. Contrary to popular belief, in chimps, the most aggressive male doesn't always become the leader. Smaller, more mild-mannered males can actually become dominant by doing favors and obsessively grooming other chimps.
Well, that's dominance hierarchies for you. There are small shifts, you know. Take, for instance, in a time of war, the most violent and battle-experienced males will probably move up the hierarchy. But in a time of peace, the more intellectual, diplomatic, and scholarly types may move up the hierarchy. But in general, there are traits all around that work no matter what shifts occur. Traits like charisma, wealth, power, intelligence, sexual attractiveness.
You're still creepy and not in a good way.
Excuse me, you seem to have something in your hair.
Thanks. Oh, hey, let me ask you, what do you think I should do with my life? Wait, whoa! What am I doing? Get off of me! I am the strongest, most aggressive male, so I am the alpha, now and forever.
Tell me that wasn't the cringiest fucking thing you've ever seen.
I just heard you talk about your alleged sexual attractiveness. So, no, it really wasn't.
That nerd touched Adam's semen-spiked hair. Ew!
I know you're not calling anyone else a nerd. With your whole dungeon master aesthetic. I'm sure even the nerds used to steal lunch money from guys like you at my high school. Not me, though. I was a good girl.
No, you're not. Unlike chimps, human social hierarchies are constantly in flux. So you might be the dominant male here, but if you were playing Dungeons and Dragons,
It's your turn. Hello? What do you want to do?
I attack with my sword.
Your sword? You are a magic user. Do you see a sword on your character sheet?
No.
Well, then you can't attack with a sword, can you, freak?
Okay, this is the only argument in the entire video that even remotely holds up. Yes, within smaller social groups with lesser individuals, the dominance hierarchy is pretty much filled up. Introducing a stereotypical alpha male into one of these groups, he may not be able to hold his own, based on the rules of that small group. So the dungeon master of the nerds, he's the alpha male, and Alpha Adam is seen as an outsider who doesn't understand their rules, so they ridicule him. He's clearly not the alpha male of that very small group. However, this is also where you get small social groups clashing within your society. Take, for instance, the alpha male leader of a football team would have probably beat that nerd's ass for calling him a freak.
Getting salty over being called names doesn't seem very alpha to me. But what do I know?
Unlike animals, no one is the same type of person in all situations. Human society is much more complicated than that. So to say that this guy is an alpha male or that guy's a beta male makes straight up zero sense.
And we're back to being wrong.
In the whole of society, there are still general traits. Take a guy, for instance, who plays video games. He loves his mother, he hangs out with his nerd friends just as much as his jock frat boy friends. And he tries different social things until he finds what he likes to do. Everybody's got hobbies. Doesn't really matter. However, he may have traits that puts him above his peers.
Interesting how you say that Adam is wrong, but you don't actually say what he's wrong about, and doesn't the whole human beings have different interests and might excel at different things while others might excel in different areas? Wouldn't that kind of negate the whole idea of alpha
alpha males, alpha females, whatever, inhumans, wouldn't it kind of go against that thing that you're trying to prove is, oh my god, Maggie, I think you lost the plot on your own point.
It's the reason why Hugh Jackman can be a bit of a nerd, but still dominate in certain social hierarchies. It's why he played Wolverine and not Danny DeVito.
Here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Whatever, nerd. The most aggressive male gets the most aggressive tail. It's true forever because it rhymes. Actually, research shows that agreeableness, kindness, and generosity are among the strongest indicators of a long, happy relationship.
Not in prisons.
That's not funny, you sick fuck. Prison rape's not a joke. What the fuck is wrong with you? Were you dropped?
Oh, eat my feet! Those are beta traits! Oh, well then I guess betas are the alphas of love.
Enough lies! I am the alpha! I am your god!
Adam has simply gone too far playing up this bro alpha male stereotype. If you want to get a good idea of what an alpha male is in human society, just take a look at the general traits women look for most of the time.
It's my favorite when men tell women what we look for. That is my favorite. Yes, please, clear, not woman. Tell women what we look for in men. Please do. I can't wait to hear it. This should be rich.
Traits like charisma, wealth, confidence, good health, wizard robes, and magic fingers.
Ugh, you fucking creepy asshole. Actually, if you put that wizard robe on a cute goth girl, when I say girl, I mean my age, give or take a few years, and, you know, she loved books, pizza, and hard-left politics as much as I did, and, you know, if she was vegan or vegetarian, I'd be pretty attracted to that wizard robe. On you, though, nope.
Leave Beta Adam alone.
You saved me. Also, just Adam is fine.
Well, that was fucked. What a thing to return to after my research sabbatical. Adam was wrong on almost all points here, and he flat out omitted facts just to push his own inadequate bias agenda.
No, actually, he was correct, and you totally lost the plot on whatever point you were trying to prove. Oh, Maggie. If only you could use your education and your sweet goth aesthetic for some good. Hell, between the time I started working on this video and now, I thought of something much better you could use a goth aesthetic for. That idea is gonna stay in the back of my head. I will work on it when I have the chance. I don't want anyone to even try stealing it, so I'm not gonna say it here. But proceed.
You know, if he pulled that Alpha Adam thing here in Morskar, he would have been slaughtered by proper alpha male barbarians, right where he stood. He wouldn't have survived 10 minutes.
Sure, Jan. Whatever you say.
And then they would have done things to his body. Sexual things. Just because they could. Not pretty.
No. Adam, you better stay in your own kingdom. You know, the kingdom that is wealthy and prosperous enough to support your weakness. You better not visit some war-torn Islamic country or something. They might think you're gay and throw you off a fucking building. And right before you splat into the ground, you might be wondering, well, who the alpha male of this society is.
I love it when these guys just flat out admit their social Darwinism. Do I? Do I really love it? Well, sunlight is a pretty good disinfectant, but they're still total pond scum.
The answer? Not you. Good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time!
So, in the end, we find our good old friend Magog of Morskar is wrong again about a science and gender related topic. Bottom line, no, there are no real alpha males in human societies. It's honestly it just comes off as just one more way for people, often conservative tryhards, to feel superior to other people, you know, instead of actually doing something productive or trying to do something beneficial for their communities. I did mention that he is an educated person. Magog, Jeremy, yes, that's his name. That's not doxing. I don't know his last name, but I've seen fans of his publicly address him by his first name. So yeah, Jeremy is actually an educated person. And the thing is, people will people like fans of his will try to explain stuff like this away, be like, oh, he's just an insult comedian. Well, he's playing a character. Yeah, well, he could be doing anything else with this character, but he chooses, emphasis on chooses, to spread misinformation with it. You know, it's one thing to be a comedian, but like, why? Like I think a lot of these shitlords just use that as a cover, like, for their own intellectual laziness and failure to take responsibility for just spreading misinformation, bullshit, and basically just more anti-SJW fear-mongering. So just stop. Really, just stop. It's not helpful. It's not making the world any better. It's actively making the world worse. And Jeremy should take some responsibility for it. I can't wait to see what brilliant ideas he has for his shitty necromancer character to teach the children of the world about going through puberty. Whatever. Yeah, I just wanted to give this video outro so you guys knew I was still alive and that my Bitmoji had not taken over. Or something. Anyway, that is all for this video, and as always, peace, love, and stay hydrated. Thank you.